England is the biggest and best-known country in the United Kingdom. It shares land borders with Wales to its west and Scotland to its north. The country covers 5/8 of the island of Great Britain, which lies in the North Atlantic and includes over 100 smaller islands, such as the Isles of Scilly and the Isle of Wight. England has some of the most spectacular monuments around the world. For example, Stonehenge, the Big Ben, the Buckingham Palace, and the Windsor Castle, just to mention a few. And thousands of people from all over the world travel to England only to see them. On the other hand, weather in England is something that people don't usually look for. Cold and rain are very common in any part of the year. England is well known because of its strict rules of etiquette. For example, it's often considered impolite to ask a direct question about someone's salary, wealth, weight, or age. Things like spitting in public or ask overly personal, difficult, or uncomfortable questions of someone that you don't know well are considered rude. Other things like hugging, kissing, and touching are usually reserved for family members and very close friends. Furthermore, affection in general is not displayed in public. Worth noting that in England, punctuality is very important for business and work meetings. But when you're invited to someone's home, arrive at least from 10 to 20 minutes after the started time. Never arrive early. Another very unusual rule in England is not to discuss business at dinner in someone's home, unless the host initiates the conversation. Or even more weird, you are expected to leave a very small amount of food on your plate when finished eating. And for finishing with the meal manner, you must write a thank you note to the hostess. Surely, if there's a word that describes the English customs and manners, that word is polite. England has also some very interesting facts that you should know. Did you know that the Beatles were from England? Yes, in fact, they were all born and raised in Liverpool. Another very important English figure is William Shakespeare, who was one of the greatest writers in history. Another interesting fact that I could find about England is that jumping a queue could be illegal. You will get surprised as you know that England is home to one of the weirdest sports. Cheese rolling is one of the strangest sports taking place every year in the west of England during the spring. In this competition, an 8-pound round of cheese is rolled from the top of the Cooper Hill, and participants chase after it down to the bottom. Another crazy fact is that the national English dish is in Indian food. Even though there are different traditional dishes in England, such as Yorkshire pudding, fish and chips, and shepherd's pie, chicken tikka masala is widely considered the country's national dish, even though the origin of the dish is India. And now, I left the best for the end. Many people think that France invented the first champagne in 1697, but I'm here to tell you that 30 years earlier, an English scientist discovered how to put the fizz into sparkling wine. Champagne is basically sparkling wine, and it's named after an area in France. So then, champagne was invented in England, not in France. That was all for today's project. Thanks for your attention and hope you had an excellent day. Goodbye.